Alright, so we finna react to Von Miller's girlfriend supposedly exposed him with some disturbing text messages. So we gonna check this out and then we'll let y'all know our little piece at the end. Alright, go ahead and play that.
I heard that cum get real dry skin.
Oh my gosh, if you don't play this goddamn video.
That's scientifically proven.
Play video.
Write in the comments down below if you agree.
Go ahead and skip that ad. No, don't do that.
I had the fullest intention of staying away from this story because even I felt like, even though it pertains to NFL news and on my other channels, I do dive into this side of NFL players' lives just because, well, if you're an NFL viewer and an NFL subscriber and an NFL fan, you tend to
smoke my cigarette in peace.
Even I felt like this story was a little bit too wild for me to cover. But since it's the top trending thing on Google in regards to the NFL, over any Carson Wentz trade rumors, over the fact that Urban Meyer might join the NFL team this year, over any type of information whatsoever, I felt like my hands were tied as my responsibility to you guys, as a guy that does NFL analysis and NFL news. I had to cover this story for you guys. So before we get to it, I just want to let you guys know that there's a great chance this video gets demonetized. So if you could do me a favor and leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, though you could save my channel from whatever algorithmic punishment I'm going to get from YouTube just for having this video demonetized, that'd be awesome. We're also giving away a PlayStation 5 to an individual that subscribes and turns on my notifications on this channel. Whether you're an older subscriber or a newer subscriber, if you subscribe and turn on my notifications, you have entered for a chance to win a PlayStation 5. If you want additional entries, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, and you probably want to be followed on Instagram.
I wonder how he ended up getting a PS5. Everybody else ain't got theirs yet. United States Postal Service is tripping.
So now that we got all that out of the way,
I bet something cool. You can cut all that shit out until they actually start it up. Because we'll be promoting his channel more than anything.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because he's showing all his shit.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since we've heard the name of Von Miller, and that's because not only did he have a subpar season for himself in the 2019 NFL season, recording his fewest sacks since the 2013 NFL season with only 8 sacks, but on top of that, he sustained a freak injury right before the beginning of the 2020 NFL season. As a matter of fact, when Von Miller initially suffered the injury, it was called a quote-unquote freak injury near the ankle. And they feared that the injury would be required to repair it, and that's what ended up needing to happen, because an MRI would reveal that the injury that Von Miller would suffer was a dislocated peroneal tendon. The reason I'm giving this information is rehabilitations can be very hard on someone's psyche, on someone's head, and I typically like to be empathetic towards the individuals in these stories, mainly because I don't think each story is as black and white as it seems. Nevertheless, things got a little bit interesting because on December 31st, on New Year's Eve, while we were all enjoying ourselves, hopefully safely celebrating the
right.
year,
Go and look at that video. It'll be descripted in the description on New Year's Eve part.
His 31st birthday that day with his former dancer fiance, a woman by the name of Megan Denise.
She was a dancer.
Now,
I'll be goddamn, Von. Come on now.
Rumored to have split from her over the last month because both of them scrubbed their Instagram accounts, which means you can't find any pictures of Megan Denise, which was Von Miller's fiance, on Von Miller's Instagram, and you wouldn't find any pictures of Von Miller on Megan Denise's Instagram. Now, apparently, according to sports gossip, that rumor was either false or they have since reconciled, because Denise shared a video of her gift for Von Miller and the two of them sharing a birthday kiss. What's really sad is literally a few days later, Von Miller was not really cast in the greatest light, because on Monday night, Denise would release several disturbing text messages from Von Miller on her Instagram story, where he allegedly told her that he prayed for her to miscarry their incoming child.
Well, damn.
Wow.
I was using Google Analytics and I hated it. With a Reebee, I can create any file.
Come on now, brethren.
This story is extremely extremely wild and will probably get demonetized. So the first time I read this story, I said, okay, there's no way this is Von Miller because Von Miller 40 at Outlook.com. What's Von Miller's relationship with the number 40? Well, at the very top, Von Miller 40 doesn't represent Von Miller's current jersey number for the Denver Broncos, which is number 58. Rather, it represents the number he wore when he was in the NCAA in college for the Texas A&M Aggies, which was number 40. Now, there's no way that I could confirm or deny whether this is actually Von Miller's information, but that does seem fairly plausible, and if I am making up something about Von Miller, I'm way more likely to choose the number 58 than I am the number 40. I don't think anyone has the foresight to say that, hey, we need to make the number 40 in his Outlook account or his fake Outlook account in order to make this story seem legitimate. Based off of that, I am assuming these messages are legitimate, but you guys can let me know your opinion in the comment section down below. I'm trying to approach this from a very objective angle. This is what Megan posted onto her story with the caption, "Since y'all want to know, here's y'all's MVP." And it starts with Von Miller saying something like, I don't know what I want to do with myself anymore. I'm so disappointed in myself. Megan said, me too. Von continued to say this is the biggest mistake of my life. Megan responded by saying, okay, please, I don't want to block you.
Because I don't know,
that's
G.
when Von Miller hits her with,
I don't know,
I'm honestly
G.
praying for a miscarriage. Which I can understand if he's disappointed by the news. I can't really relate.
That's messed up.
In this type
That's
of
nigga
situation.
praying,
But
nigga?
putting
Damn.
those words on paper to your girlfriend that
You should be
was
praying you about to have a
just
kid.
recently has been impregnated could be, well, is a little insensitive. But you can see Megan then posts this onto her Instagram story, a picture of her new child and an ultrasound picture of it. But it gets a little bit worse than that. Because that wouldn't be the only time that Von Miller said that he is praying for his ex-fiance or current fiance to have a miscarriage. There was another text message saying praying for a miscarriage once again. Now,
She
it
said
gets
bum
a little bit
energy.
more graphic than this. As you can see, Megan would then post onto her Instagram story a few messages between Von Miller and herself, which starts with a verbal abusive attack from Von Miller, and Megan's response saying, I'm so disappointed. You've been trying to get me pregnant for years. Cut it out. Now it's I don't want to be with you. I'm not going to say anything that I'm going to regret. Which I can understand because Von Miller is definitely being extremely hurtful over here.
No, we need to see her messages because she must have said something to piss him off. We need to see the other messages.
She posted this picture of...
Look, you see, we only seeing one side. Something is happening.
Von Miller, with the caption saying, tired of protecting you, this is who you are, cut it out, kid. And it's stuff like, I hate you, you never change, you'll forever be what you are. And there's a bunch of more aggressive terms here
He
as
still
well.
didn't have to say it. He didn't have to be that
No,
insensitive about that.
Do you think he would? I don't know. Something up here. The backgrounds keep changing. It sound like she was trying
I can't really show
to set my
these
mans up.
messages
I don't know.
on the video because they're of an extreme type of nature. So I'm going to post this next screenshot, which is the final screenshot that Megan Denise posted on her Instagram story of an exchange that Von Miller and herself had about a month ago on my Instagram story at the Flight Mic. If you guys want to see it for yourself, I can't post it over here. There's no way, especially given the age of some of the members of my audience. I don't think it's appropriate at all.
Yes,
but when Von Miller was asked about this entire story, he said, it's fake news, LOL. The reality of somebody leaving
Yeah, I was
makes some
like,
people literally crazy. This is a classic trap. Now, I'm not going to take anyone's side here because one side saying this didn't happen and the other side is pouring her heart out about the abuse that she has taken recently over the past month. So it's very hard to take a side. All I know is if Von Miller truly said that he's praying for, a specific thing to happen, and that's just horrible, honestly.
that
So let me know
would
in
be
the comment
horrible,
section down
my
below
brother.
what
I
you guys
cannot
think. This is a very different
back you on this,
I hope I
brother.
did justice by all of you guys.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's
people.
not take sides in this. We're not going to take no sides, but we're just going to look at it just for the facts. Or the stuff that we have seen. It may not be facts. This is all assumptions. In your opinion, how do you feel about that situation without taking sides.
I don't know, B. That's a setup.
Okay.
I only see one. She only showing us what she wants to show. See, we don't know what she done said to this man or done to this man to make him say this. If it's real, that's the way I feel.
Okay. So my whole thing is that regardless of what she may have said, right? If she is supposedly pregnant in real life, do you feel like that was really warranted for him to say? Because I don't think it was. I mean, people could say some hurtful things, but when it comes to like
I don't know.
your child or your future children or something like that, I feel like he took it too far.
Yeah, that's absurdity.
That was a little
Like
out
my
of
boy
line.
Belly Bob Jr. would say, goddamn. That's just crazy out here, buddy. Nah. That is crazy, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's wild. I hope it isn't true. And I mean, Vaughn, hey, dude, if it is, fix it as soon as possible. Get your PR team on it. But, yeah, I think he was a little out of line. And they're both out of line for putting all their business on social media like that, because they should have just kept that in house. It seems like stuff like that, you say all that and then you end up making up 2 days later, but then everybody else is still upset about it or got something to say about it, and now y'all got to deal with that whole thing. So just argue in private, keep it in private. I do understand that when you hurt, you would like to let everybody know just to hurt the person some more, but when y'all make up, y'all both gonna be looking stupid. So yeah, that's my piece, my 2 piece.
Yeah, that's it for that one.
All right, y'all. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe.